now.
Oh hey guys, you caught me off guard. Obviously you can see I'm holding a special guest star today, obviously. Mr. Fustanana, the taste tester. I'm guessing you guys would have enjoyed it if you've seen the previous video. So, if you like, basically he's hidden with another talent. He will be baking with me soon enough. So, sit tight and enjoy this. Right. So what we're going to be doing today, obviously, as you know, we're baking with Aspie. I've got another classic recipe here, which will be the classic chocolate chips with a twist, apparently. Okay, what we'll be needing, obviously, with these recipe will be listed below as well.
Or again, your choice could be you can pause this video now to actually read up upon the ingredients that is listed. In the video, as you can see with those chocolate drops, I decided to use, instead of the block of chocolate that wasn't pre-hands in my hot hands, as you could see. Obviously, the choice is yours of what you want to use in this. Plus, also as an added reminder or keynote here, also you could jazz it up a bit by probably adding maybe brown sugar instead of the white custard sugar I used, as well as cocoa powder to give it a bit more of a chocolatey taste for your chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, so before we begin, obviously for the first step we need to preheat the oven, obviously, which I have already done so, which needs to be preheated to 170 degrees Celsius. So therefore, next step I need to do is beat butter and sugar into a cream. So I've got the trusty bowl here, got the butter and the sugar. So we need 500 grams of butter. Here's the measuring thing. Gotta trust this thing, obviously. Oops, silly Aspie obviously forgotten what she was saying before, obviously to the degree of what I wasn't supposed to put the butter directly on this trustworthy measurement thing. I need this trusty bowl. Silly Aspie. Right, let's get onto it. So as I said, 500 grams. And make sure the machine works, obviously. Alright. Be a whole lot of a butter for creaming.
As a side note, obviously with some marge or butter that I was using, obviously does have the markings already there, 500 grams, but as you can see in this video, however, while I was measuring, that there wasn't much in there, hence why I had to use 2 batches.
Oh no, I'm running low. I'm getting creamy fingers with the sun tanning, don't you think? Protect this gorgeous skin. Well, he likes to disappear numbers. Looks like a mountain of butter right now. Oh, that will have to do. From memory, obviously when this wasn't tearing right, it was 210 before it went on the blink. You might need to call a technician in here. So we need to drop all this gigantic blob in here. Right, next step was 1 cup of sugar. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. We've got the hippie shake going on, yo. Yeah. Try not to sing while I bake. People might need to block their ears, you know, as a laughing factor, so to speak. Now let's just cream the thing. To be sure, as you can see, trying to cream as best as I can right now. Usually by rights, if you've got thin granules of sugar like I have, it should dissolve instantly. Usually. Usually they say basically when you're making cookies, you can double it up and stuff and give half away to your family member or friend or what have you while, you know, they're sick or what have you, or it can be used as a thank you gift or just for safekeeping for yourself if you want to be that greedy for yourself, or even if you just want half the batch for yourself anyways, just to wash your daily figure. Which is the condensed milk and the vanilla essence. So we need 6 of these as said. Milk and the vanilla essence. So got the vanilla essence, mixed with the condensed milk. Now we need 6 tablespoons of this. God, I love. It's gotta be super sweet, obviously. Hopefully you guys won't complain of the sweet side. This is the last drop almost. So, in saying that, I'm gonna have to say, to omit the recipe a bit, basically it's obviously gonna be the whole pan, judging by this big spoon, trusty spoon that we're using. So, now, need a few drops of these. You can either, what I usually do, either 6 of these or just sprinkle as an estimate, but play it safe, I'll put it inside the lid. Oops, 1, 2, 3. Aspie, obviously, for the round tape. This is almost going to show me like basically the baking bag. So anywho, moving on to hopefully the next step would be the dry ingredients. So what it was reading here, if I can get the trustworthy recipe, is I need 400 cups flour and basically the baking powder, which is 4 teaspoons. Got the cup, got the teaspoon, and we've got the trustworthy. Okay, obviously, before I continue with the dry ingredients, just a little warning or cause of action here. This may cause a bit of mess, but that's the joys of baking, obviously, with a bit of sprinkle of flour. Hopefully I don't create a snowstorm, so therefore I need a sieve or something. Or even a flour bomb, lol. Alright, okay, in the comments below, please tell me how many messes you've been making in the kitchen lately. You know, it'd be good to know, to have a bit of fun here and games here. Right, moving on, anywho, we're doing the dry ingredients. So what I was saying here, I need the trustworthy cup and the flour, the baking powder. So we need 4.5 cups of flour. So let's do this now for you. Just Shake, 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 shake. Sometimes it also to emphasize, even though I'm not using the small silk wonders, but hey, at least I have to be braided up to pieces here. As we know, this is going to be a load of flour going on, similar to this marge I told you guys about way back. Hence the word snowstorms and snow clouds and everything else in the process. Oh, flour overload. I might have to pay to do it now. Shake, shake. Oh, it's a bit heavy for poor Aspie's little wrists here, but should be able to make it through here, hopefully. Gotta be. Right, yay, I finally made it. Now, last measurement for the flour before we get into the baking powder. Oh, the joys. As I said, I know you can't see where I am in this workstation, but there is a bit of mess starting to formate here. So, yeah. Alright, 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Let's put this in as well. Make life easier for Aspie. And let's hope she doesn't break the wrist. Might have to call the ambulance later. Right, 1, 2, 3. Last one. For good measure. This should. 4. Again, shake, 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 shake. Let's just move it all about. Alright. And this is what it looks like at the moment. Obviously it's getting heavier by the minute. But that's the joys of it, obviously, guys. Gotta have to lug it behind somehow. Get it? Lug it behind. Even though it doesn't feel like it, but hopefully he will be when in the next piece of flour and batter right now. This is like mixing a lot of concrete as said, but be sure to not eat it otherwise. However, you heard it from me first. I know it may be as tempting as it may sound for you guys, but please don't make yourself sick. So let's do the mixing of this. And while we're mixing this, the trustworthy ingredients of the last bit as well, I forgot to mention, is my chocolate drops with the secret ingredient, which you'll find out later. Which, obviously, I've shown now anyway, which is your surprise, the dried apricots. As said, you can jazz it up anytime you want. Doesn't have to be, you know, your substantial energy block that I mentioned earlier for the ingredients. Oh, good arm muscle workout too, by the way, for poor Aspie. Obviously, she needs that. Haha. Who said mini Aspie is lazy? Well, I don't know with you guys how long you guys stir for, but you know, just be fun. as that amount, even though in this recipe obviously it says to chill. So I'd recommend basically to do it. So as you can see of the stirring process mixed of the dried ingredients, as said, next step is to be chilled. Obviously you could chill it say 1 to 2 hours. And we're back obviously for the last round of what I have to do. Obviously, as you can see on my hot hands, welcome back to the taste tester aka mystery baker here. Do we wish to do the honours in tasting something, mister, while I've got it in my hot hands? Eh? So, let's see. You want this little baby? I don't know if you can see, but we'll bring him in a minute. So, yeah. Looks like it's an enjoyable one, isn't it, mister? Pity you guys can't actually be my taste testers too, but you can comment below maybe how well you think I'm progressing in this. I know maybe you're gonna say to me it's bad for feeding animals. Mr. Putziner has disappeared, so obviously it must have been a yum yum in his tum session right now, obviously. So the next step, as said, is going to be rolling them into balls. Oh joys, the balls, walnut size obviously, not as big as poor Fire's, obviously. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description as well as in the iCard for fun and games. So let's begin this. What I would suggest is, if you haven't done so, like I have here pre-done, line it with the oven tray to speed up the process, so to speak. So as I said, walnut pieces, even though many people say use your hands, but I do either, even though that's a bit big. Dropping the balls already. Losing the balls. This is supposed to be what it looks like at the end result if I press it down to make it into that final piece. The walnuts get on there. Soft touch. Alright.
Well, as you can see, this is the end result of what it should look like. Hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen with me of baking with Aspie for my first series. If you would like to see more of these, please comment below, as this is the end of my video. Thanks for watching. do what you love what you do. Don't forget to sub if you would like to join me on my journey, as well as being as part of my family, alongside with turning on the notification bell so that you can keep up to date of what I'm being up to in my journey. And if you want to know more about me, follow me on the social media links below, or even just feel free to comment below as well as sharing these videos. So once again, thanks for your support, thanks for watching, and Aspie will see you again soon. See you later.